Hello there. It's nice to see you again. Real quick, would you mind just confirming your name and date of birth? Let me just double check. Okay, we do have your preferred name. So that should be all good. Now, I've heard you had a bit of a fun weekend. Yeah. So we have a few different things you want to get checked out. Okay. Would you mind if I just take a look at you while I ask a little bit about what exactly was going on? Okay. So from this point onwards, I am going to need to be touching you. Is that okay with you? Very good. So I noticed right away you are quite red, my dear. So tell me, what kind of shenanigans did you get up to? Okay, so kayaking in Elkader, right? And what else? Right, so you did some walking around Guttenberg. It's a beautiful place. I've only been a few times, but it's so gorgeous. Very cool. Did you happen to go out as far as Prairie du Chien at all? No, just stayed around the Guttenberg area. Gotcha. And anything else? Okay, maybe a few too many Busch Lights and tenderloins. Gotcha, okay. Well, so this looks like it's quite widespread here. And you said you also have a rash on your lower legs and feet, right? Okay, so I'd like to hit some major points just to give you a little bit of a checkup before we address the redness and the rash, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start by just looking at your eyes. So I'm going to have you just stare just at my nose here. And we're going to take a look at the eyes. So, kayaking and putzing around, huh? Let's get a little closer. That sounds like a very fun weekend. So, besides that, what else has been going on with you? Okay. So it sounds like you're doing pretty well. That's always nice. Oh, there's not too much going on here. I mean, it's been fish fries at the Legion, a couple of pancake breakfasts at the firehouse, and there we go. And a lot of basketball lately. So that's kind of coming to a close. Tournaments coming up. So I'm going to have you just follow the tip of my pen light here. We're just going to check your eye movement real quick. So, did you happen to catch that game where Caitlin Clark beat the point record? Shot it from the logo. It was quite insane. Just follow this way, up. Good. Just keep following the tip of the pen here. Yeah, I thought about making a jaunt down there, but Carver's just been packed to the gills. I'm gonna have you go diagonally up, diagonally down, diagonally down, diagonally up. I hear they're not always running the shuttle either, so kind of have to do a bit of walking, and then it's quite a tight pack. So I decided that it was probably a little nicer to just stay home and watch it. So we're gonna go up, down, up, down. There we go. Very good. Let's take a little peek at your ears. There we go. So we're just gonna pop on the speculum. Let's take a look. You didn't happen to get any water inside the ears, as far as you know, correct? That's good. Okay, so we're just going to take a peek. I'm going to pull the ear up and back. We're just going to look around the ear here. Very good. So, I'm not seeing any water or signs that have any sort of infection or anything. That's something that I might worry about. That's the Turkey River you kayaked on, right? Yeah, water's not known for being particularly clean. I mean, it's probably better than the Mississippi, but I wouldn't trust it very much. Go up and back. And take a little peek here. Good. Okay, so the ears look to be dry. Looks like the tympanic membrane is intact. There's no sign of perforation or anything of that sort. Ear canals look clear. So, ear-wise, I think it looks pretty good. That's good. So I'm going to pop off the speculum. Let's take a peek at your nose. If you could just lift your head. I'm just going to look up the nasal passages. So let's see, since the last time I saw you, what has been going on? Well, the foxes have come back. So there's a little burrow in the forest right by my house. And last year, groundhogs moved in it. The year before that was foxes, but the foxes did come back, so that's nice. We'll have little baby foxes here soon. If I could have you open your mouth for me, I'll take a little peek. Let's see, foxes, and let's see, I'm just going to press this down on your tongue. We'll take a look. I had a hawk leave his lunch in my backyard, which was not very polite. He did come back for it, but it's the principle of the matter. And we have 3 owls competing for territory in our forest, and they're very big. I got swooped by one in the beginning of the winter, and they are large. Do you mind just saying "ah" for me? Okay, good uvula movement there. Very good. All right. Take Would you mind just sticking out your tongue for me? Okay, can you move it to one side, the other, up and down? Good. And can you lift your tongue to the roof of your mouth? Good. Just checking that central part there as well as the bottom of the mouth there. Okay. You can close your mouth and relax the tongue. So let me grab my stethoscope. We'll do a bit of auscultation. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to put the stethoscope on your chest, and when I do, I'm just going to have you breathe in and breathe out, right? We'll take some deep breaths, check in on the lungs. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Good. Deep breath in and out. 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 Last row on the anterior side. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Good. And I'm just going to listen to the heart. I'm going to have you flip around, okay? Alright, so let's start with our aortic area right in here. And just keep breathing normally. Very good. Oh, if you happen to be in the market for a tractor at all, we are trying to sell our Alice Chalmers tractor. Move to the pulmonary valve here, pulmonary area. All I know about it's probably from the 50s or 60s. It's orange. And it did run at one point, but probably gonna have to scour the garage for all the pieces. But I will certainly make you a deal on it. It's taking up too much space. Move to our tricuspid area. So, you happen to want a cheap tractor. Probably be good for snow plowing, I imagine, or lawn mowing. Mitral valve, mitral area. Good. Just keep breathing. You have my number, so just let me know. And if you have somebody who's in the market, then let me know. If I could have you flip around, I'm just going to listen to your lungs on the posterior side. Okay? Deep breath in and out. 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 Deep breath in. Last one. Deep breath in and out. Alrighty, so I am just going to listen to your abdomen real quick. Listen to the abdominal organs, rather. So I'm just going to have you breathe normally here. Just going to listen around. And then we'll do a little bit of palpation. Good. There we go. Put this one away, and then we'll do some palpation here. So I'm just going to do a firm palpation here, so let me know if anything is painful or uncomfortable. So since it's been a lot warmer, we've been doing quite a few more get-togethers, basketball, family things, and it's been really nice. And the IV is only 55, 60 miles away, right? Not too bad. But been having to go twice a week, and on top of the commute is getting to be a little much sometimes. But yeah, it's pretty much all ham pickle roll-ups and potato salad here. Okay, so no pain or tenderness. Alright, let's check in on your lymph nodes, okay? I'll be feeling from the back of your head, behind the ears, in front of the ears, above the clavicle. There we go. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do after basketball season. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of sitting on the porch, I suppose. Tea, bags. I guess I better get my bags poured out. Make sure nothing's eaten the bags. Okay, preauricular here. I think we're planning on doing a grill out for 4th of July and going to town and seeing the fireworks. Underneath the jaw here, we have a special spot outside of town. It's on a little gravel, and almost nobody parks out there, so we get a nice full view, give the kids some sparklers, things like that. Okay, now down the neck, above the clavicle. Get up close here. Got it. You got any special plans for the spring and summer? I'm excited for the sweet corn to come back. You know, the drives to town are a lot nicer when there's something to look at, even if it's just soybeans, corn, and cows. Okay, so lymph nodes all feel good, so that's good. And I think that we'll just hit some reflexes real quick, and then we'll take a peek at what you got going on, all right? I'm just going to do a couple here. We're going to do the ankle jerk. So I'm just going to hold your foot a little bit just to get some tension. Oh, you weren't kidding. That is certainly some rash. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look. So I'm just going to have you hold still here and relax the foot. So we'll just do nice. Good. Let your foot just relax. We'll do the other side here. I'm going to hold the foot a bit and just let it relax. Let it go limp. Okay, then we'll just good. Let's go ahead and do the knee jerk. Let your legs just relax. Good. Okay. I'm just going to hit the biceps reflex here. So I'm going to put my thumb in the crook of your elbow, my fingers around the elbow. We're just going to tap, tap, tap. Good. Got the other side, fingers around the elbow, thumb in the crook of the elbow. Okay, so that all looks good. Let's chit-chat a little bit about what we've got going on, okay? So I'm going to feel around a bit more. Please let me know if something's rather painful or tender. I know when you've got a sunburn, everything feels a little more hypersensitive. So, did you put on sunscreen at all? You know, I'm just surprised that you went kayaking. I mean, the weather was nice, but man, that water must have been cold. Yeah, a little bit. Feeling around here. What have you been doing to treat at home? Okay. I'm just feeling around. So, how long has it been since you've had this sunburn? Okay, so this is what it looks like after a few days. Alright, that's good. So I'm thinking that really it just looks like a first-degree burn, which is good in that you probably won't have all the blisters and all the grossness associated with that, but it's not going to be fun. So, did you say you have it on the arms as well? Mind if I take a look? Okay. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. It looks like probably you needed to reapply sunscreen, but it certainly could have been worse. How long were you out on the river? Just the afternoon. Okay. That would probably be why then. The other side. Okay, so I don't think we have to do anything special. It's going to be some home remedies primarily, and we'll chit-chat about that after we're done. Okay, so that's not too painful or tender. Okay, let's take a peek at the feet and lower legs then. So, when did this start? On Sunday, okay. And were you in any sort of weeds? Did you go through the forest? Okay, you did a bit of tromping in the mud. That would probably be why then. So when we get these rashes from being in the river, it's usually because it's some sort of irritant or parasite. Let's take a look at the other one. Okay. Yeah, I think that this is probably, really, again, it could be a lot worse. It's probably more itchy than anything. No, it's not even really itchy. Well, that's good. Okay, so some minor but irritating sort of things. So I have quite a bit that I need to type up real quick, and then we'll see if we can do a little bit of treatment, okay? So that's a good first start. So in terms of what we want to do with treatment, the sunburn, we're going to make sure that we're keeping the skin cool. So that means taking lukewarm showers or keeping your face away from heat, steam, that sort of thing. It's what we're going to want to do while it heals. Also, not using any skincare except for moisturizer. And we're going to do kind of a simple moisturizer, if you will. And also something that might be helpful is, of course, aloe vera. So if you have a plant, if you know someone who has a plant, otherwise you can probably hit up the Walmart, the Hy-Vee, something like that, and get some aloe vera gel, and that will help cool the skin, soothe it from any irritation and burning, okay? As far as the legs go, I do have a little cream we can do with that as well, but it's mostly gonna be just waiting for it to clear up. I will go ahead and prescribe you something just to help speed up that process, but it's going to be kind of just a wait and let things heal. Okay? So let me get that put in. Okay, so I think I'd also like you to, just as needed, take a real low dose, let's say 200 milligrams of ibuprofen, just for reducing any swelling that might be there as well. Okay? Alright, so we're going to start with your face. I have a soothing cream here. And this is just a real small amount, so I can send this home with you in case you want to use that. I'll just use a little bit of this on the face. Alright, so this is real light. You can see that it's not very heavy at all, but it'll just help cool the skin. So let's go ahead and just apply that to the skin. Get that everywhere. And you're just going to want to avoid touching this area, except for when you're applying your treatment. So I'm thinking that probably it would be best if you maybe skipped out on the Busch Lights this weekend and just hung out for the weekend. Or do something kind of chill. Go. There we go. Good. Just rubbing this in until the skin has absorbed it. Good. Okay, just getting my little remnants here. Good. Well, I'm thinking that probably this year we're going to try to do some more picnics. That's one of my favorite things, and I mean, we have such beautiful landscapes here. So maybe we'll go up a little more north and see some of the bluffs. You know, you've got the effigy mounds up in northeast Iowa. Might make a trip out to Des Moines, you never know. Des Moines just feels like a whole different world, doesn't it? I mean, to a point, you know, Cedar Rapids does. Iowa City feels pretty Iowa, considering we've got the university there. I don't know that I've been to Des Moines enough to really say definitively, but it always feels like I'm going to, like, a whole different state. So that's all worked in, and I have a separate cream. It's a little heavier, and we're going to use that on the feet and legs. You can see this consistency is a lot thicker. This is going to help protect the skin, help soothe it, I know you said it wasn't too itchy, but I just want to make sure it stays that way. So I'm just going to work this into the skin. Have you heard of any concerts that are coming around lately? Could have sworn that maybe Kenny Chesney was coming out here at some point. I'm not sure what the Iowa State Fair lineup is either. I've got to say there's been a notable lack of punk acts since 2019, which is rather disappointing. I mean, there's a lot of metal that comes to Iowa, a lot of rock, alternative, but man, just not a lot of punk. There's a pretty big scene, actually. I think that maybe there wouldn't be, but a lot of metal, a lot of punk. Yeah. But yeah, everybody likes to book Des Moines or Cedar Rapids, maybe Council Bluffs. Okay. Making sure this is all being absorbed into the skin. But it is a nice place if you like country, especially during fair season. My favorite artist that I saw play here was Brett Eldridge, and he put on a wonderful show. I mean, I've seen quite a few big names. Seen Jason Aldean. I think I've seen Thomas Rhett, if I'm not mistaken. Seen some other little guys, like Parmalee was one year. Eric Pasley. So, if you're a country fan, stadium country, then it's not a bad place to be. Actually, blues and bluegrass too. You get a lot of that. I'm alright with blues and bluegrass. I mean, I certainly don't mind it. It's a real nice backdrop. If you're going to a festival or if it's playing in an outdoor sort of setting. Okay, and maybe just a bit more here. Just work that into the leg, down into the feet. So we'll just have to see how our concert season shakes out. Really, you know what I'd like to see? Years ago, near Des Moines, I saw Metallica and Avenged Sevenfold and Volbeat. And that was a great show. So that would be a cool show to see again. But yeah, not a lot of people come to Iowa, which is disappointing because we really like our music, huh? Okay, well, I think that's all worked in. My hands are nice and greasy. So let's do a few final notes and we'll get y'all checked out. Was there anything else you wanted me to look at? any other sort of concerns? Okay, so okay, that's all taken care of, and let's go ahead and check you out. Alright, so the front desk will have your after visit summary, and I'll get your prescription sent out. Let's see. Does this one, that one's the one that you've been using, right? Okay, I'll just confirm that. Let's go ahead and get your treatment all boxed up. Okay, so that's for you. So it was wonderful seeing you again. I wish it was under better circumstances. So do let me know about that tractor. Really would like to get it out of my garage. Okay? Alright, thanks for coming in. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, it would greatly help me out if you clicked the like button and left a comment so YouTube's algorithm registers that it was a good video. If you want to see more of my work, consider subscribing to the channel. I create primarily medical, pseudoscience / alternative medicine, and personal attention ASMR roleplays. But I've done a little bit of everything from historical to sci-fi to fantasy. If you'd like to support the channel, I offer ad-free videos, early access on videos, and exclusive content on Patreon. Or I also have a Ko-Fi link for a one-time donation or a throne wish list for props and equipment. Thank you again, and I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night.